Okay, switch over. Okay, double one more. Push it off. Get that leg out, sit through. Get that leg. Your leg work. You see, when you go through on that, you find leg work. Do it again. Get right back to where you find the leg work. Lay on your back. You've got everything. You've got him ready to go. He's going down. Now, when you start to turn, you put this foot here, and then you raise up your hip up and shoot that leg under.
Pressure back.
There you go.
So you get that leg up.
That's it. That's just, you put that leg out and gives you the push. Because otherwise you're moving around. Duck's move got you to where he's almost on his back. Now your leg work puts you right on top. Any questions? Pardon? You know.
Everybody in the cabin. He's got that on, you're going to paint the way. Before you start off, first of all, you don't borrow the legs. Put it in the that's it. For the bottom, when you use it, now you can know, I taught that once. Where you know, face up. One side is at all. It's hard for me to get my hips up off the mat. Basically, even when that's coming down, this part here, I'm here. I got my hip out. I'm not going to I got my hips out of the way. I think now that it goes this way, then you get out of one or the other. My elbows are up. Like the other hand, the middle is coming up.
See, that's when referees start to fall still.
I can't.
You just look at it later. Don't do anything else.
Feel you can't take it over and maybe you need one point really fast. We'll have a lot of time. Do it again for me. Now, put your shoulder down. That keeps that armpit flat. Now get the rest. Even if I do this, it's better. Now, take my hand down. All that time, see that bottom arm is totally. Now, you take it down. That's it. You're not careful. You're not going to stay up. Okay, back again. We've got another situation to bring into now. Just sure you're ready. What's the little you break down? Kind of break down right to the rest of the bus. It's you know, from the start position, what's the biggest driver? Highway shipment? That's big highways. Now this is a little bit extreme, it may not be something you want to do teach, but it's still something you can learn as you go around. So just listen to me. A lot of you look at it now, I don't want to get it. That's okay. I'm just trying to show you little things about this. Okay, so my partner has got me a title to bring down. I'm down with that. He's just driving. Okay? Now, and he got this arm here, he's got that arm probably making this one down. Just like that. Little bit here. Okay, now, I'm going to take a more air in my stomach, and I'm going to push his head into that. Into that hand. Now, I'm going to turn into it. We're going to look at this. Now, I don't have this, so I know he's going to pull this arm out. I know he's going to come up and hook me with it. As soon as he does, I'll say, look at his face. And I know you look at that side. Double part. I'm just showing you this picture, fellas. You take it from me. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to tie this down right now. You got me, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to push your head to the mat so hard you can't pull it out. And I turn into it with two hands. If I got one arm with two hands, it don't matter if I can do it. less. I had a kid come to my camp one time, and I walked to the gym with him. Walked to the gym with him, he went over and sat down on the bench, and took his legs off. He had kneecaps. He had the kneecaps, and I was lucky because he just literally stayed and fixed his leg, he could still walk like this. I couldn't believe it. Well, you talk about a stud, he was a tough man, kid. I had a kid on our team in Oklahoma State one day. He had one leg, he had polio with it. It was just, I think I would take it off. I was, just bone here was skin. He gets down in the ground. Put that bony leg back and wrestle you like this. He has arms like, God, he can walk with me on the pressure. What a ass. But never went on. Don't that make a little sense? There's got to be a reason. So anytime I can take one arm away from you, I love you. If you guys will bother, understand what we're doing tonight, maybe this afternoon. Take it home and you practice it. I'll guarantee that you'll get more confidence in yourself down on that mat and getting out every week. Because if you want to be good on your feet, you must be good on the bottom. A lot of times I say that to my business. Well, why? That don't have nothing to do with my takedown. The hell it doesn't. If you can't get away, you won't shoot. And that has a lot to do with takedown. So bottom wrestling to me is the second wrestling I would teach other than takedowns. I teach takedowns and bottom wrestling. Then I teach what to do on top. If you can't take down, you can't escape, you're not going to be able to. I believe in the truth, fellas. I don't expect everybody to agree with me. We all have our own colors. This is mine. This is what I try. This is the idea of teaching them. Okay. Here we are again. He got a tight waist on. And he still has a breakdown with the arm. Tight waist in the arm, put me down right here. Now, I'm going to push this into the neck. Can you pull it down? Okay. Then I'm going to turn into it and get it before he can take recovery. I know he's going to come up and I know he's going to hook something to the arm. Probably he'll come under mine. Most times that's what he does is sit up his face.
That's not right. Would you wait, Coach? Would you wait to have him hook that arm?
No.
Go with the club.
I just go anyway. But if he does hook the arm, don't panic.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll lose this fella here again. You get me in the tight waist. Sometimes the guy with the tight waist is really low. And he'll have it clear around till he's got you right there on the hip. Now that's hard to get that out of there. So what I do, again, two hands on one. Don't worry about the other arm. You stick this arm in here and you just raise up like this. So I can get a hold of it.
That's right.
And then two on this one there. So if you can't get that hand because he's got you around the hip bone, way down low in your stomach, you'll have to get up there and peel it off. And then you walk right out. You walk right out of there to get him off. Because you raise up, you get away some of that advantage of rolling back. If you do that, so you've got to go out this way. But don't give up when he's got you really tight. Put it on here. Okay, I just go in here like this, and I pull up on this elbow, and walk right out.
In fact, here, we show you just to make it a little easier for you. I did that in. We got this thing on, and he got it tight with it, kind of like he said, down low, but then he got it on the hips. When I push my belly to it, I turn here, and he's bringing it up tight now. And I can't get away. I'll raise it up. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Now don't mess around here, because if he holds me, I'm going to start counting. Up to that point, I think the referee can see that I'm the one that's doing the supposed to do, so he's going to have to prove he can hold it. So we're going to lose any point.
Do that again to Doug. Same thing when you raise up. Okay, Doug, before you raise up, Doug, put your hand underneath there. If you can, right underneath it. your elbow, slide your elbow back. You put the heel of your hand against his fingers now. When you drop down, you feel them.
Yeah.
See, that helps. So then you got your hands on the knife.
Here, it's tight. I raise it up, and then drop that one.
You fall right out. But it's, again, two hands on one.
But it's all wrist control. Whether you use it ever or not, if you learn to do it, it just adds a little bit more to your wrist control. So you got it.
Now pull your left elbow underneath there. And put the heel of your hand on his fingers. You know what the heel of your hand is? This. That's it. Now raise up and get some tight, and then set back down on it. Well, don't turn that way. You're on your back too far. Okay. Push back and roll back into it like that. Raise up. You put your elbow down. No. Do it as I say. Raise up your hips. Put the heel there. Now go down. And push it the same. Now see how it comes out? You're using two hands to give you the power. Doug and I have worked together for 30 years. Yet our moves have not gone apart. I feel like Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon. What does Ed McMahon always do? He repeats what Johnny says. Johnny says, didn't I just say that? But that's the way I feel about these moves. And I've been over in another part of the country watching wrestling, and it's exactly, our thoughts are still exactly the same. They parallel like two trains going down the same track in the same direction.
They weren't always that way, fellas. I've had some coaches teach everything. This didn't work. Once you kind of solidify your wrestling to the point where it's stuff you can work, you just forget a lot of those stuff. It's necessary. You don't need to know 30 holes. You need to know 3 or 4 things really, really good. Let's see you guys do it again. And what you do is, even if you don't like it, it still teaches you how to get wrist control.
Don't turn that way.
On the other hand, they still be hanging on to you.
Lay back.
Always turn into what could be holding you.
And walk out with those feet. Walk out. Keep your shoulder down. Because he's really bearing down. Let me show you what a gut wrench is. When you've got a guy gut wrenching you, you'll know it. Now go. See? You feel that grip? Now keep walking. Push it until you walk on your feet. Lay down. Pin them up. Now put the heel of that hand against my fingers. Keep shoving this heel. Raise up. Can't you arch like a worm? There you go. Now down, you got it. Feel it? Push out of there. Push your butt back. There. You broke. Now look, you've got that hand. Don't let go of it. You let go of it and I'll go for your legs or something. You just walk, just roll on out. You're out. But you got to, back in the days, I knew what gut wrench was, buddy. When I put it in, that butt up your butt, my knee up your butt, and I'm hooked around here. And that's where I'm going to, you ain't going to get that hand now unless you start walking on it. You get that heel under there, that's it. Now push. Boy, you got it. But you didn't know it before you walked in this room. And that's two hands on one. And that's the toughest kind of gut wrench to break. When they got it sunk down there and on your hip.
You know what I'd like you guys to be able to do? In fact, Coach, I would even make it do it in practice before, but I think it helps. I do it, but I teach it this way myself. And it helps. You have no idea. I bet you rest of me learning. I got one hand and two. He got one mind. I got one hand and two. What do you think happens here? You try but just learning to do that with different guys.
Dan Hodge used to do that like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, you guys, you know what he's talking about? Dan Hodge, they put two guys in the end and all that stuff. That's a shame.
That is, you know.
This guy's so strong. He's done it on national TV. He gives a delicious apple. He makes applesauce out of it. Just squirts seeds, juice everywhere. Biggest joke with him used to be go downtown to the hardware store. He's old Perry Boy, Oklahoma. Yellow Perry, Oklahoma. They'll have, I think this year they had 8 or 9 guys in the finals in the state. And it's the same way over here. And little Cricket Town got pointed up. And this guy was the strongest man that we've ever had wrestling. I understand he has twin arms, he has twin legs, but we have one, he has 2. And it's so the gift twice. You go ahead and wrap his handkerchief around, you go ahead and sit up yet. You got any pliers? Good pliers? You know what I'm talking about? Pliers. And, oh yeah, that's what the pliers. But when you give it, you get on the back same way. Put the hands in. No, I need some good pliers. Because it's dead. Hey, brother, they did that all the time. That was a joke. Wrestling go downtown when they get somebody take some pliers. You know, then it's apple. You ever try to squeeze an apple in the juice? Can't do it. And that apple's whatever. I saw him in the finals of the Masters at Pittsburgh, 57. He wrestled a pretty good guy. And he was right-handed. He went out and grabbed this guy right here. And this guy's trying to get away from him. And he can't get his arm moved from him. He's hard to kind of show off. He's looking there. And then he goes on in and changes, picks it up, pins it. The next morning, this kid here, look what he did to me. Everywhere Hodge had his fingers, there was a bruise. You can see
Your wrist and hand would turn white.
Yeah, you can see
Your
where he's
elbow, your arm would turn white.
when he grabbed you by the arm, the next day you would have a bruise right where his fingers were. I've seen it. It's unreal. Thank God he was 2 inches above me. I was always glad of that. He's still superhuman strength. He wrestled pro. Pro was a little better in those days than it is now as part of the WWF.
But it wasn't that squeeze on the wrist that got the takedown. He'd grab it and hold it, then he'd let go and grab it. It made it look so easy.
Yeah, it is crazy. But you got to understand what's control. If you do, you understand wrist control, you will start making up holes. You start finding things you can do. Okay? Now, I know most of you won't like to do what we just did, but I want you to do it anyway a couple, 3 times a piece before we do something else. So you get the idea. If the guy's got a tight waist on you, you can still take that arm, that wrist away from you if you want to. Get your partner to see it.
I know one guy that knew that.
You give me how good wrist.
started walking on those feet.
You gotta look it up at a meeting. Every 100 feet.
This is your first year.
3 months.
Great.
You know,
Yeah.
these guys, you guys, I'm gonna be going to take that. And you can remember. What you do about it. Guarantee you. Hey, fellas, I lost 17 matches in my life. I can remember every damn one of them. I don't know how many I was, but I didn't care. But I no longer lost because they left a mark. I made a mistake. I was too big. I didn't make a mistake. I didn't do anything either. I didn't understand. I was down on my belly. The only thing I could do was mop the mat. I got hit back too. I got hit from my wrestling division. I'm going to beat the hell out of him. I'm going to take a cold butt. Okay. Now, we're still going on the mission program. I'm going to show you some stuff on top where you're getting your head. I'm going to show you something that I want you to work with. I want you to try. I'll prove my point. Just try it. Okay. Now, I'm on top of it. I'm going to get down, but it's going to start this way. Now look here. How many times you get here like this? God, you're trying to get something, and he's keeping away from you, and you won't even get his head, he's down the road. You ever had a guy do this? Okay, now, what I want you to do is this. I want you to start right in this position right here. But I want you to learn to move. We're going to turn it. We're going to put it on that. And exactly what you're going to do is stop here. And everybody take a look. Let's see, the long over like this and that. Maybe not just like this with the guy who already with you. You got to learn to hold first. Then they get you to strength over it. Once you take your left hand and grab your right, grab this, or your right hand grabs your left wrist. Right here. Now the elbow goes right through there. Now come underneath that elbow, grab your own wrist. Now he wasn't kissing you that right, but he's going to. There's no way he's not going to turn it out here. Let's get out. That's already good. Just hang on to it and twist right there. I don't even have to change it to 1,000. I can, but I don't. Now, we can get this on a guy with the legs on. With the legs on, you can get this. Now, most of the time, down here, you're doing a far extended hand like this, aren't you? And this guy sets his arms in real tight, and it just gets really hard to do. I don't care how hard he tries to suck in on this. He's going over.
It's a double leverage.
He's going over so easy that you almost think he's doing it for you. Okay? Now, if you start putting your legs on the guy, if you like this, I've been teaching this a whole lot. You wrestle Pleasant High School, you guys. You might sit, still get happy, don't get some guys with it, but not that many wrestlers, and we don't have much time. But if I had a leg on it, which is nothing right now, I get that, this, all I do is just pull Judy, shear back. I get my points. Okay? Now I can make changes or something. I may go back over again. I may come back up here. I do my points again. I'll do it. Now I'll go back here. Here we go again. Hey, fellas. 11 minutes. Come here, Bear. His official nickname now is Bear. You don't mind that name, Bear? Okay, I want you to, I just want you to feel. I get that. You feel the leverage on you? Can you pull your arm down? No way. Because really, that's my race. All I do here now, let me show you something. I don't think you realize this. You tell them what's happening there. What's happening? I'm squeezing his arm so tight together that the biceps find the elbow apart. You understand what I'm saying? See, there's space in here. If I pull this hand through this shoulder, that bicep is causing this joint problem. on it when I was raised. Right there. Okay, so, you want to talk to Danny, you broke him down, he's down there with his arms trying to, okay, there's the wrist, opposite side. Question. Now, say you're down, says, I'm not going to let that little fat ass do it again. He puts his hands way out front. No problem. You have all four fingers. And if you put his hand up, you put his hand up, you got to have all four fingers. Come right in. Okay, grab the wrist. Grab the fingers. The rule says you got to have all four. You know what it says? Once you five, you have to three.
You just can't prime, you can have one, you just can't prime one. You prime it.
And if you wrestle very long, you're going to have some bad fingers like I do. The guys start squeezing them, they hurt. I got to do that. I still press them on, but they hurt. You squeeze them, they hurt. Okay? Yeah.
That's the super one there.
Now, I'm not against the park standing hat. I'm not against the regular hat. I don't like the regular hat. Just strap it. Just slowly start strapping. Grab your own wrist. Try it. Now, tee out and go.
One out.
There you go. Now, you can hold that right there. You don't even have to change it to a Nelson. And you can pin him with it if you want to do it. You might want to get the points and change it to a Nelson. And again, I go reverse Nelson. And finish him off. The fellas, he can't keep returning. Now, get out again. Now, put an extended hat on it like we normally do. There you go. Now you go 200 extended. That's it. No, grab your hip, 100 down. There you go. Now, bottom end, clamp down on it. Don't give it to it. Okay, now, go ahead, top end. Now, you see this all the time. Don't let it struggle. Okay, now come back again. Now, change it. Go to the far wrist. Now, go under the arm. Now, get out. See if you can stop it. There ain't no way. There ain't no way you can do it. Another man down. Get back this way, fellas. Okay, now I don't care how you grab that wrist. It's just that I want you to learn it before you start trying to hide it. Now that's it. Now tee out. Put the pressure on your tee out. There you go. You go. There's the reverse hand.
I never saw that used once in the national tournament.
No, I didn't either. And I set up here and showed the toast to people. I said, watch this. They'll all use the park stand in half and they won't get it. And I don't know why. I'm pissed off at NCAA anyway, because they won't let anybody anywhere down on the floor, and they should be able to stop. I'm not down there to hurt anybody. I'm down there, I'll help anybody anytime. I don't care where it is. It kind of irritates me. I don't think they even like me anymore. I cry a lot too. I don't know. You know, lessons is another piece of work. Americans, if they run me off, and they say, but another piece of work. Football, basketball, they 22, the rest is number 3. We don't get it with that. Okay, you go top. One more time. Put your hand right up top, bottom end. Reach out and grab his fingers. Pull it in. Reach across to get your wrist. Now, tee out and turn it. He'll go. He'll be tickled to death to go. Now, get in there again. Go back to the bottom. Get in there again. Now, get this on him this time. I want you to see how you can squeeze that arm into his shoulder real hard. See if you feel the bottom end. See if you feel it. Okay. I want you to feel whenever it is there because the pressure is great. The pressure is really great. And it hurts. Question, isn't it? Okay. Get your partner. Spend a little time on this. It's a damn good thing to use.
That's really just a little bit for the older guys. You remember we shared this drawing? No? That's what I did. I know it.
Well, yeah, I got it. There you go. I don't know how it is. change it in. Got the leg on. Are you big? Now, walk in here. Now, we'll try to start.
Don't let go of it. Keep it all the way. Don't let go of that. Once you start moving, keep what's better than what you have. Just lay your left hand in the first you got this. Now, jump out to the side. Not that side. The other side. Keep going. As tough as he is, don't let go. That's what I said. It's much better than what you Now just keep it on. Don't let go of it.
Bottom leg on the side and the top on the other. Okay. Take a look. Take a look. Guys, start over here. Here's what I want you to do next. Now, I showed you how I'm going to want you to sit again. You got the leg on the guy. You don't have to get leg in. You just got the shower and your leg turned on the guy. It's not much to do. Now, you got your observation and also in. He comes underneath, you got your own wrist. Now you're supposed to turn and roll off. Boom, 30 points. You'll get 3 points. Now, if you go back, don't hang on. Now, you go back now. If he changes it, starts over, now do it again. There you go, 3 more points. How did Mitch Clark scored 16 points in the first period of the nation last year in the finals? No, he did it with a Turk and a fish net. The same idea as the Turk and fish. He beat the guy in the first period 16-0. You can do the same down here. All he did was score 3 and he got to go back to his man. Scored 3 more and he go back to his base. I used to change your whole position, but it's not now. You have to go in the hole and start over. Oh, he just goes the hole up there, he's still got the leg on him. The other man did it. Hey, change your I'm telling you, this should save your ass. This is one of the best for you that you're losing when you should have did it. Okay, now hold on. Yeah.
How about if the work is good, you think if the hand's inside here?
No, he doesn't, because you don't have the pressure on the back. Don't need to do that, because you can't pull it down, you don't have the same leverage. I know it looks like it, but you don't. When you come under the arm, you grab your wrist and then squeeze. Okay, back again, you go back to the belly, take your dead step. Get it again, squeeze, there we go again, there's 3 more. Okay, get your partner to play with. Okay, Get good with this.
Hey, get up on the side, so that's fine.
Okay, everybody's position. Bottom man, leg extender. Bottom man, get on it. Bottom man, get low profile, get as low as you can. Now, you look at it, but everyone can settle the back between your legs. Right, this is easy, you're going to stretch yourself. I doubt Bear will ever be able to do it with this side, that's how to do it. Okay, so let's stand up, bottom man, ready? Go! Stand out. Go, go. There you go. Just sit out and go. You're free. You just didn't know it. Bear, you look like a goody bird trying to fly. You came back like this. Hey, go.
Wait this out.
Watch your feet. There you go. Now, damn it, there's a lot of difference. It's this. It's this. Tell me. Okay, go bottom, the guys right on top with a double bar on you. Right on top with a double bar. All right.